How is it going, everyone? My name's FallenDestroyer and welcome to The Division, and today I want to talk about how to level up fast and hit level 30 and how you can level up faster in the Dark Zone. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to know is how much XP does it take to reach level 30, and the combined total from every level is 4,023,750 XP, which at the start of the game seems like a huge amount to acquire, but surprisingly isn't that difficult to get. So our biggest source of XP is going to come from the main story missions. Each one of the missions will give you around 45 to 60% of the XP required to reach the next level, assuming you're doing the missions at the recommended level. Now, some of these missions can be difficult if you're playing on your own, but they're not impossible. You'll just need to take a bit more time when you're going through them. And from all the kills you'll be getting, you should earn around another 5% of the XP required to reach the next level. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it does all add up. So when you're starting a mission, you're given the option to play it on normal difficulty or hard. Now, you don't get any more XP for playing the mission on hard. The only thing it changes is the reward drop for completing it. You can get more XP for killing enemies, but because the enemies will basically all be armoured, it's going to take you a lot longer to get through the mission, and that little bit more XP you gain really isn't worth the effort. So just playing through the missions on normal is going to be your best bet. There's also no point in replaying missions, as you're only given the XP reward the first time you complete it, and the only XP you'll get from it is from killing the enemies. And as I said earlier, it's only around 5% of your level, so it's really not worth your time spamming a mission for kill XP. You should also do the first security mission as soon as possible and return to the base of operations upon completing it. This is because the first upgrade node you get for security gives you a 10% XP boost for everything in the game. So for kills, completing missions, encounters or side missions, you'll benefit from this XP boost, and the sooner you have it, the faster you can start reaping the rewards from this boost. Next we have encounters, which are the small side missions for the 3 various wings. These can give you around 7% of the XP required to reach your next level, assuming you're playing them at the recommended level. Now, where these might not seem like huge XP boosters, because you can complete them very quickly, you can get through a lot of them in a short amount of time, basically to the point that they're on par with the main story mission rewards. And because each area you go to has a large number of these, it shouldn't take you too long to get from each mission. And of course, not forgetting side missions. Now, these aren't as fast as doing the encounters, but can still reward you with a nice chunk of XP, so you definitely shouldn't skip over them. And because they give you a blueprint as a reward, you can then use these to upgrade your gear so you can go through missions even faster. Another thing you should get is any of the collectibles. Now, I don't think you should go out of your way to collect these, instead just pick them up if and when you spot them. These can be crashed drones, echoes, phones, missing agents or instant reports. They all give around 300 XP each, which is why I don't say to go out of your way to get them. But if you see one, there's no harm in picking it up. And the next way you can boost your XP gains is from certain bonuses on weapons and armor. So these can range from XP bonuses for killing enemies to bonus XP for headshot kills. Now, these stats can be changed, and in some cases can even be applied to almost any piece of gear if you have the stat roller in the tech wing. But the results are random and can get very costly, so use it at your own discretion. Moving on to the Dark Zone, the XP you'll gain in the Dark Zone is completely separate to the XP you'll earn everywhere else. And remember, you can lose XP in the Dark Zone if you get killed, so always use caution when in the Dark Zone. As far as leveling up in the Dark Zone, this shouldn't take you as long to level up, as the enemies all give higher XP rewards, and although there aren't any missions in the Dark Zone yet, we will be getting them in future DLC drops, but there are still plenty of efficient ways to level up your Dark Zone rank. Now we'll start with the basics, which is killing other players. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and start shooting other players indiscriminately, but it does give a large XP boost for killing a player. But you will be marked as a rogue agent, and any other player will be free to shoot at you until the countdown timer finishes. So we'll assume you've gotten a few kills and have survived the countdown timer for being a rogue agent. Then you actually get a bonus of 1.5 times the XP you got from killing the players. So this can be a nice little reward, but the risk is far greater. You also have the flip side of this, which is specifically hunting down rogue agents. And although they could be anywhere in the Dark Zone, you'll most likely find them in the lowest difficulty areas around the extraction points, and they're most likely picking on people as they try to get their loot out. Now, there's no penalty for attacking a rogue agent, other than the fact that they might start shooting at you, but you won't go into rogue agent status for attacking them, so just be careful who you're shooting at. Now, if you are able to kill a rogue agent, then you're rewarded with the XP for killing a player, and also the 1.5 times multiplier that player would have gotten had they survived the countdown. So for those of you that aren't looking to kill players and are just interested in getting your Dark Zone level up, then you should head for an area where enemies will constantly respawn, like landmarks and extraction zones. These areas have a large number of NPC enemies that will spawn in on a regular basis, meaning you can get large amounts of XP for killing them, and then only having to wait a few minutes before they're back again. And for those of you that want to do the same thing in landmarks, take care as you will have a named enemy in there, and they can be very difficult to kill even in a group. And the last tip I have for helping you get near that level cap is don't be afraid to push into the higher level areas. This applies to both the Dark Zone and out of it. The higher level the enemies that you're killing, the more XP you'll get. Plus they will also be dropping better gear than what you currently have, so when you reach that level to use the gear, you're going to be much better prepared. So that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'd love to hear from you guys your tips for where to farm XP. So just let me know down below in the comments. So don't forget to smash that like button before you go, and if you're new to the channel, then why subscribe as well to be the first to see more Division tips, strategies and builds. So until the next video, toodle pip.